Good evening and welcome from the Champlin Park High School. Tonight, it's a matchup of the Rebels coming in with a mark of 22-4, taking on the Mounds View Mustangs. They come in with a mark of 20-7. This is the section semifinal for the Section 5 4A semifinals, Class 4A. Both teams come in hitting their strides. Of course, it is the Champlin Park Rebels. They recently had a win. That was on Tuesday as they defeated the number 8 seed Irondale by a score of 93-66. We're going to get a look at the starting lineups here for both of the squads here from Rebels High School. They get it going here. We can look at Aaron Klepner, the head coach for the Rebels. Starting off as a guard is Preston Tilke, followed by Tyler Wagner. Wagner averaging 28 a game. Also starting is Gavin Walter, another guard, and Kyler Poost will be more of that point guard role. And then it's going to be Mo Jallo on as a forward, number 11, a junior for these Rebels. Meanwhile, getting it going here as you get a look or more here with Mounds View. And the Mounds View Mustangs get it going with a heavy senior class. In fact, they're going to start as they go with Alex Krachunas. Krachunas comes in average 11 points a game. Bringing the ball up a lot of time as that point is Cody Lowering. Cody Logering comes in averaging 15 points a game. And you have Jacob Simpson along with Nate Edelman and Jack Dahl. But Sampson also, hey, a 6'2 senior. Everyone in that starting lineup, all seniors. And the head coach is David Leeser. Leeser's been the head coach at Mounds View now for 13 years, part of that program for well over 20 years as well. We're getting ready to jump the ball and get things going. It is the Mustangs in the white with the green trim. They'll be moving right to left to get things going. Controlled off that face-off, and you're going to see a team here, the Mustangs, currently ranked 3rd overall in defense in the state of Minnesota for Class 4A. There's a strip right out of it. Up to drive, cannot convert. Follow up here is unable to convert as well. 2 good looks after the turnover. And that was Jallo who had that initial look. Teeing up a kick-out pass. Yes! Hitting it early, often there. A quick 3 by Edelman. Some 3-quarter pressure. 1-2-2, 3-quarter pressure through the hands of a cutter that time, and that was Tilke who missed it, but it ended up fortunately right into possession of the Rebels. 3-0 lead early here for the Mavericks. A good pass to the wing and hitting nothing but net. Wagner with the shot, fades away. It's the floor, down, the scramble ensues. They roll it out and they'll set it right back up again. It was Edelman who picked up that first 3. He's averaging 10 a game. 3-ball, corner pocket, a little strong on the shot. Juggling to get that rebound back is Tilke. Tilke moves it up the floor across midcourt. Early 3-0 lead for the Mavs. A little weave on the corner, kicks it along the perimeter. They look inside. Tilke, a little spin move. Fakes the pump, goes up and draws the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot the first 2. The Mustangs come in averaging 62 points a game offensively. Meanwhile, from a defensive perspective, 55 points. They are all in. You can take a look at the fake punt inside here. The pump fake by Tilke draws that, and Tilke's at the line now, converts the first of 2. Tilke on the night in the year averaging about 12 points a game, hits those first 2. He's in the books. And right now it looks like the Rebels are going to decide to reciprocate on some pressure, 3-quarter version. Anyway, now we'll check it out as they inbound and now bring it up. As I mentioned, heavy seniors on the bench and on the starters. This one's kicked to the corner again. Good! Hitting the 3. Knocking it down. Krachunas with his first 3, averaging 11 points a game. They go back to the three-quarter pressure, driving this Poos to the lane, and he closes. Good, strong move. And kisses it off the glass for 2. 6-4 lead early here for Mounds View. Bringing it up, and you'll see it from Logreen. Another 3 attempt here by Edelman. That time it's long. Transition time to the corner. Rotates back. Shot good, beautiful, not much room. Elevating just enough. Walter knocks down 2, the sophomore, averaging 8 points a game, gets his first 2 of the night, and we're tied up at boxcar, 6-6. Logreen drives this to the lane, kicks it back out to the wing, reversing. Now a shot from the wing is too strong off the side, controlled and picked up on that offensive board. Edelman at 6'7" senior. Faking the shot down low. And pump back up. That was Dahl who faked the shot. He has it again. Trying to rotate it back. 2 seconds left. They need to shoot it. They finally put the shot up and does not hit the rim, and the shot clock expires. Some great active defense. Active hands, active feet that time for the Rebels. Mounds View could not get that shot off even after ascertaining that offensive rebound. Push back to the middle, bounce pass down low. It's stripped that time. Jallo. Jallo had a chance for that. Couldn't get it up in time. Logreen to the elbow, kicks it up. Top of the key, reversing it near side. Now working beyond perimeter. Logreen once again signals the play. Edelman sets the pick. It's dropped. It's stripped. Jallo this time does not disappoint. Carries in and closes on the turnover. 14 minutes left here in this first half. It's a thrilling start. It's a 2-point lead, the first lead of the game for the Rebels here tonight. The number 1 seed, the Rebels, taking on the number 4 seed, Mounds View. Logreen, a fadeaway is good. Gets the friendly members roll that time. Or knocked up at 6-6 each. Logreen's first 2 of the game. Continuing pressure here on it. Just a push off, and they're going to call a push. Yes, that's on Wagner. A good job getting the feet set and getting the block. And Tyler Wagner, who's averaging 28 points a game, picks up his first foul, and a chance here for the Mustangs to reclaim a lead. Champlin Park High School starting to quickly fill up here as the game proceeds. To the ground, almost an and one opportunity, but a foul here is going to be whistled on the Rebels. A shooting foul. I think that's going to go on Tilke as we get a look at the replay. Good step inside, and I believe it is on Tilke. His first of the game. And knocking it down is Jacob Sampson. Sampson, a 6'2" senior, averaging 8 a game. Collects his first point. Cannot get the second. 1-point lead for the Mustangs. Then the Mustangs come into the mark of 20-7. Their win was over Spring Lake Park last Tuesday. In the lane, good strong move that time by Tilke as he got himself settled and closed it up. The 6'5" guard collects on 2. He's got 4 already here in this first half. 13 and change left in this opening half. A little give and go back in. Fake spin cycle move. Can't get the fall. It will not fall. That's a rebound. Tilke to Walter. Down the baseline. You gotta watch that baseline. So sly. And a good pickup on that move. Poost picks up his second hoop. Takes that one to the bank. 3-point lead now for the Rebels. Logreen looks inside. Fakes to kick it back out. Now to the wing in the corner. Dahl looked momentarily. Strong on defense right here. Wagner is not allowing Logreen a chance. Now give and go to the basket, and good. A cutter hit that time. Kaitola. Royce Kaitola averaging 5 a game. Another senior. His season high came last week. He got 11 versus Spring Lake Park. Some other players quickly in now include Johnny Gale, Johnny Gale, a 6'3" senior, averaging 6 a game. He had 18 last week, including 4 3-pointers. You got to look at the foul, and they drew, and in and out, unable to capitalize, but getting the rebound. Stepping alive, offensive. Logerine likes the shot, hits it, nothing but net. Pure on that 3 by Logerine. 2-point lead for Mounds View. Going the distance. Tilke does not disappoint. High off the glass. Uses the Windex and gets the 2. 14-14. 12 to play. High, fast tempo here in the first half. Looking for Logerine. He's there. Walters guarding him. Now Logerine takes it to the hoop. Lays it up. Cannot get the bounce off the back of the rim to fall. And now here comes Walters. A shot this time is good. I think it'll be a 2. Or will they give him the 3? I thought his foot was still inside. Wagner hits his first bucket of the game. And we'll take another look as well as we got some substitutions coming in. Curious to see if his foot was inside that 3-point. It was inside the 3-point line. So good eye there. I believe they just gave him the 2 points. Yes, and that's the and 1 for the 3. First points of the game for Wagner. He's got 3, averaging 28 a game. He had a season high 60 points against Blaine earlier this year. The Rebels continue to play that man-to-man defense. Very aggressive. Good quick feet. Working it to the corner. Reversing it. This is a 3 and hard. A little flat on the shot. Not much trajectory. Rebound again. Good offensive rebounding here so far by the Mounds View, but they turn it over. Wagner again goes up for the shot, and they're going to say he was in the motion of shooting, so he'll go back to the free throw line. Had it stripped, but instead they said it was a foul. And that foul whistled on Krachunas. Alex Krachunas, his first. 3 team fouls aside, hit in the first. And Wagner here, and the Rebels with a 4-point lead. Wagner gets the second to go. He now has 5 with 11:09 to play in this first half. Thanks for joining us. Joe Rillen here with you on QCTV and Friday Night Lights from the Champlin Park High School, the #1 seed in Section 5-4A. Champlin Park also currently ranked 6th in Class 4A. To the corner. Trying to find some windows, some open, some time. Out top. Throws off the hands and poked away that time by Wagner, and so it'll be awarded back to Mounds View. Trying to inbound, a little distance away. You hate to do that, but no one else was cutting for him. Picked off Wagner. Misses on his first 3 attempts, front of the rim. High rebound brought down. Here come the Mustangs. 10.5 to play in this first half. The Mustangs drive it down low. That's Sampson. Good offensive rebound by Edelman. That's 6'7" reach. Didn't move down that time, as trying to make the cut was Ben Arnold. Not getting the most motion sometimes out of situations with the players. And Ben Arnold will sit down for a break. And Jack Dahl comes back out. More 2-2-1 pressure. 3-quarter pressure. Walters gets a look and hits it. Pure. Nothing but pure on that. Hey, he got the look. Good ball rotation. They took their time. They didn't get rattled. And with that 3, the Rebels now have a 22-14 lead. 22-14 lead, and It's tough. 70% of the turnovers on a pass or three-quarter pressure happen after the midcourt line. That time they stayed calm, cool, and they found Walter. And Walter's knocked down to 3. Again, Walter is averaging 8 points a game. You get a look at the head coach, Aaron Klepner, directing the team, getting them set. That 8-point lead with exactly 10 to go. Walters for the game currently with 4. Trying to check substitutions to see who's back in, and we're set. Working it up top. Jamson there, now down low, tries to reverse. A good play coming back in from out of bounds. Oh, looks like they got away with a foul that time as Gale was trying to get the shot up. Reversing, bringing it right back down the other way. A scrum ensues here. I think there's going to be a jump ball. And they both scrapped at it that time, getting a hand on it. Of course, Gale on the other end thought perhaps he was hacked, trying to get it up underneath the hoop. They called nothing there as well. So jump ball, possession arrow, points to the Rebels. Kind of the true point guard. Logarian is back in for Mounds View. A drive to the hoop, kind of slips off the hand that time, or lodged off by the defense by Wagner. He missed. Chance to cut into an 8-point deficit here for the Mustangs. Cutter inside, good strong move inside and closes. Getting them the dime was lowering. Logarian gets the dime, and Edelman gets the bucket. Edelman, that's his first bucket sitting in the opening 3. He has 5. A 3-point shot attempt here, this time by Plunkett, is in and out. Scratch here, picked up, stolen. Trying to close this up. Euro stepping in. No, cannot convert. Right back up again. Logarian, that time, was fouled as he crashed the board after the steal by the Mustangs. I think I almost re-injured my ACL on this Euro step for the Mustang player as he tried to extend it. Went off his heel, and then it went off the heel of the rim as well, but followed up by Logarian. Logarian is at the line. Cody Logarian, a 6'1" senior. He's averaging 15 points a game. Hits that first of 2 from the charity stripe. A season high for him. 31 points this year versus Roseville. He gets it. Logarian. He now has 7 in the game here in the first half. And it's a 4-point lead, 22-18. In favor of the Rebels. Walter up top. Pitches it over, almost a steal. Trying to trust the hands there was Krachunas, and Krachunas gets a second foul. So he's going to need to take a break for a while here. Rebels brought a couple of other players in here to try to give some of the others a rest. And one of those that's in as well is Plunkett. Up top. Nice little spin move, left side, nonchalant, and closing on that spinner was Tilke. Preston Tilke, 6'5". Senior. We're beyond the midway mark here of this first half. A good strong drive, takes it right down. 6'10" for the layup. Now 9 for Logarian. Back to a 4-point lead. Tilke thinks about the step back. Wagner is on the bench right now. Crossover and a shot that rims in and out. High for the rebound. Bringing it down was Edelman. Logarian again sees another cutter, another dime on the back door. Converting for 2. Kaitola. Back now to within 2, 24-22. An exchange up top to Tilke. They rotated around. Poost for 3. A little strong off the rim going high, soaring for that. And they can't follow up with the offensive board. Coach Kleppman thought there might have been a hard nudge that time on the shot. Nonetheless, it's a chance here for Mounds View to tie it on this possession. A quick trap, left all alone in the corner, unable to see. Behind was Dahl, wide open. Finally, he moves to the top of the key. Logarian continues. Now he has a fadeaway shot, hard off the rim, deflected away. That's going to just go off the tip of his fingers of Poost. And awarded back now to Mounds View. 24-22. Favor of the Rebels. Chance here to tie. Logarian gets a look at the three. Yes! Pure on that three. Three-ball corner pocket. Logarian has 12. No press right now. 11-2 run on the way here for the Mustangs. Thank you, Austin. Big run, and Logarian has 12 already in this first half. A step back, now a shot by Poost. That's too long. 6:20 to play here in the first half. And the Mustangs have reclaimed the lead on a three-point shot by Logarian. Kicking it down across the way. He was there momentarily, had Kaitola open, but Rebels were sitting to see if he was going to throw the pass. There's a hard shot kicked back, but now Kaitola gets a look for three. In and out. Good offensive board. Good strong move. Trying to kick it inside. He traveled. He was trying to set that pivot foot, kind of lost his balance. But you're seeing Edelman just go high and soar for some offensive and defensive rebounds. Timeout is called here in this first half of a 1-point lead for Mounds View. 5:55 to play in this exciting first half. As I mentioned last week, it was a 93-66 win for Champlin Park over the number 8 seed Irondale. Wagner had 29. Tilke had 17. This Champlin Park squad, well, I'll tell you, they've been able to come back and avenge for some of their losses. In fact, they had lost to Maple Grove, and then 12 games later, they put together and stacked 12 straight wins. And that one of the last wins was against Maple Grove. Then they played Totino, and Totino beat them by 9. This was on February 11th. And since then, the Rebels been nothing but stacking wins since then. Meanwhile, for this Mounds View squad, as I mentioned, a Spring Lake Park win last Tuesday. It was Gale who just came back. He had been out for a while. He put up 18 points, including 4 three-pointers. Sampson added 13, and Logarian added 9 for that 73-63 win. That's where we are now. The winner of this game, they'll play on March 12th for the section championship. Another game going on right now, Park Center and Maple Grove. The winner of that game takes on the winner of this one. 5.5 to play. Walters takes this three, unloads and gets it pure, nothing but net. And nylon that time for Walter, his second of the game. Now he has 8. Back 2-point lead, drive to the lane, good physical play, pitched back out. Thought about the 2 and the 3. Kaitola gets it back to Sampson. Sampson tries to crossover. Chance on the move to the lane at the elbow. Looking to dish it back out. That was Edelman. This is 3. Oh my. Logarian heating it up. He's got 15 already in this first half. He's averaging 15 a game. Mustangs reclaim that lead one more time, 28-27, and they're going to call a foul on Sampson. He may have been a bit overzealous with his defensive effort that time. Coming back in, it's been out for a while. He has been, is Tyler Wagner. So Wagner enters the stage again, and back in also for the first time tonight is Peerless Davis for Champlin Park, number 21. right away starting to get a little of that mojo going. He kicks back the pass. Tilke tries to cut through the middle like a quarterback would, as he was this year on the team. But his progress is obstructed, but whistled for the foul. The Mustangs, that was on Kaitola. That's his first, right? Kaitola inside, left all alone, and he misses the bunny. Wagner right next, good pass, good eyes, just couldn't close it. Still the 1-point lead remains for Mounds View. Logarian looks for the offense to break. Tries to get it inside. That's still a steal for Champlin Park on the transition. Kicks back out, cross court, left all alone. Walters thought for a minute. Has it poke checked away and off of him. A splendid defensive play by Logarian. You're seeing already why this Mounds View team has held teams to 55 points a game when on an average this season. As I mentioned, they are the third best defensive team in Class 4A. Logarian takes it right back out. Walters is on him. They're letting them have a little bit of physical activity. Get back to Logarian. He wants to stop. He'll pop. Couple of hops off the rim, knocked off of Champlin Park, awarded back to the Mustangs. 3:35 remaining in a high-tempo high school basketball game between the Rebels, the number 1 seed, and the number 4 seed, Mounds View. Chance is still there, trying to get it back. Davis gets his feet back, kicks back. Wagner waits on the 3, steps back, a step left, misses on that. Peerless Davis gets that rebound, kicks it back to Walter. They have a few chances. Picked up here, and now a foul is going to be whistled on Wagner. The tempo certainly been good. That's Walters, excuse me. That'll be Walter who picks up the foul. As we get going, a lot of Mounds View people here supporting their Mavericks. Set here, that was actually called. It was on Wagner, and that is his 3rd foul. 3rd foul in this first half. 3 left to play. 3 minutes. Mounds View with the ball. It's deflected back across midcourt. Mustangs sometimes haven't been staying in that motion for the guy who's trying to throw, and that's gotten them into some tough plays. Dahl has it here. Guarded by Post. Down low. Spinner. No good. Offensive rebound to Logarian. Excuse me. Throws it back to Logarian. Logarian. Here's a look at 3. Hard off the rim again. Just trying to tip it and keep it alive with Logarian after the shot by Edelman. Dukley is in. That's it back. Spinner. They're going to wave it off. They call him for traveling. That's Tilke on the spinner. And the fadeaway. And he's whistled for the travel. So no bucket. You can see the move in here as Dukley hands him the ball. Tilke spins, moves back. Nonetheless, what I think it's the official's call, and now it's a 1-point lead. 3-minute scoring drought here for the Rebels. The Mustangs have not had a chance to really take full advantage of that just yet. They have the 1-point lead. Logarian has it. Now in his possession. Cutters down below. Taking a time, taking a look. Yes! Sampson knocks it down. His first points of the game. I think he had a free throw earlier. Now 4. And a 4-point lead in place here for the Mustangs. Dukley has it top of the key, drops it back off. The freshman getting a little bit more time than I think he imagined. Tilke tries the 3. And rarely will you see this team They'll take the fast break, the Mustangs, when they can, but they're all for just, hey, working their offense, working the process. Bounds low to Logarian. Logarian stops, directs traffic, kicks it to the corner. This is Dull. He could not convert on the 3 from the corner. Fast break time here. Poost, coast to coast, and cannot close. But he'll go to the free throw line for 2. So far, it's been Tilke who's been creating and generating that offense with 8 points for the Rebels. Walters also with 8, but he's on the bench right now. Also on the bench, Wagner with those 3 fouls. Poost misses. As this game goes longer, you see more and more people joining in from a spectator perspective. Exciting case, and back in Walter once again. Gavin Walter, the sophomore, back in, and Poost makes 1 of 2 to cut the deficit to 3. That ends their scoring drought, which had been for about 3.5, maybe 4 minutes for the Rebels. Coming up across, a little crossover, closing it up, could not quite, but they did call a foul. A reach there, and that was given to Walter. Gavin Walter, the 6'4" sophomore, picks up his first foul. Team foul number 6. Team foul number 6 already for the Rebels. Mounds View already has 7. And hitting 1 of 2 this time was Jacob Sampson, the 6'2" senior. Back up to a 4-point lead, 45 seconds left in this first half. 32-28. Favor of Mounds View. Dukley shuffles it on over to Poost. Poost gets it to the lane and kicks it back up top to Tilke. Tilke on the spinner. Back again. Dukley this time. He wants to take it in. It's blocked. Back on the possession across midcourt. Good defensive play there by Mounds View. Setting up top. 10 seconds. Back into the hand of Sampson. Sampson looks like he wants to drive. He'll hold on to it. And bounce pass, sets it back. Drop pick, kicks it up. Now back 1 second. A little discombobulated last 5 seconds on that exchange by Mounds View. They couldn't take advantage of that last possession. However, they did not give it away or allow the Rebels to cut into it as well. Wow, this has been full throttle since the start. Mounds View, the Mustangs, the number 4 seed, currently have a 32-28 lead at half over the number 1 seed, the Champlin Park Rebels. Do not go away. More exciting action. I got a hunch this game's going to get better each possession in the second half. So stay with us. We're going to step away here. You're going to hear and see some of the QCTV sports and review reel now.
Well, we've actually kind of had a lot of adversity this season, some ups and downs, and I feel like we've, having those battles has set us up for tonight.
Some extracurricular pushing, shoving, as intensity has certainly increased for both teams.
And it just takes one weird bounce and your season's over.
Tilke's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw to the end zone, knocked away.
We're building for today. You play 8 games to get ready for this.
Brister here, scores! Pops out with the peanut butter. Oh.
Play action, rolling out left, in trouble. Dodges another would-be tackler into the end zone. Touchdown!
I'm not sure what Vegas has for the over-under for our camera person in center field getting deflected.
Steps into the middle, wrister goal! Wow!
Can he do it? Turns it over!
Showtech wide open. Kuyan 3. Switch.
See some of the Husky fans eating a nice healthy meal.
This one is hit high in the air, center field, right center, up, and that's out of here.
Up one. Good feet inside, and what a shot by Schindlebeck.
A base hit, big time.
Drive high and above, and it's a goal! Matt Jones!
But Danny Welch up the middle, and he busts it. 40. He is gone.
Scratch that, Joe. They do have momentum back.
Trombley over to Reeder. Perfect stat by Trombley. Reeder drops the hammer. How about that? 1 point. So it did come down to second and third as he predicted.
Hey, QCTV, good job picking this meet for television.
This is phenomenal sports entertainment. I mean, it's really good.
Forest Lake to the net. Near side, into the net. That'll do it.
And again, they did it as everybody got involved. And now there they are back in the championship game.
Gilk sends it to the front. Gilk in the middle. There it is. Carly Gilk seals the deal. Crews to the right, Rebels to the left. Raptors serve, and we are underway. Batted over. Belfield long. Rebels win. 15-12.
All alone, goes up, tries to try to contact it, drains it. The respect of these two teams, realizing what's at stake, what's there, and the Huskies are going to the state tournament.
What it's all about. You win one more, and you get to go downtown Minneapolis and go to the bank.
Sets the wall, next one scores! Oh, a blazer! That thing drew paint off of the pipe. Roll out of play, and the Huskies are going to take home a quarterfinal state tournament win, 3-2 over the number 3 seed.
We have the best fans in the state, some of the best wrestlers. Thank you, everybody. You continue to keep this tradition alive.
Congratulations to the Andover Huskies, their 7th consecutive Section 7 AA championship.
He's got to look. Now he's got to run. He's in trouble. He's being held on to. Caught! He throws it to the end zone. Caught Afia Beckway. And the Anoka Tornadoes are going to the bank.
As a member of this community, as a former faculty member and coach, it is an absolute thrill. It is an absolute thrill to be able to watch these athletes work their butts off and then be able to reap the benefits of it and feel the unity of being a part of this community. And isn't that something that all of us want, to be part of a community? And that is the greatest thing of all.
Thanks to the crew and QCTV. Have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.
It's just individual talent. They've come together, super well early in the season. Usually it's individuals trying to be, just their own player. They've really bought into, we're going to share the ball, we're going to move it, we're going to get open shots because of that.
I feel like liking each other off the court has helped us to be successful on the court.
As a captain, I would say bring energy and lift other people's up. I say our key to success has been defense. Defense wins games, but also on the offensive end, when we move the ball, we're really hard to stop.
Offensively, we've come out, really hit our stride early on in the season, which isn't super typical with a lot of basketball teams. Usually offense struggles, but we've done a good job of scoring a lot of points and then trying to hold the other team to as many, least points as possible.
Differently, we're older this year. Last year we had a younger group. This year I'd say that we've all matured on the court and off the court. I feel like similarly we have good shooters. We got a bunch of good shooters this year.
Really just some of the things that we are already good at. We can always get better at just continue to move the ball on offense, play with pace, and then our defense too.
The fire, I guess, in the players, it's been building for the last couple years. That intensity at practice, that intensity in the games, has been similar to what we've done the last few years, and it just built off of each other.
The energy that we bring, and then Offensively, we can score quite a bit, so that's a key piece as well.
Very heavily involved with the youth program. I try to go see every youth team at least once each year, multiple times. I'll see the 8th graders. But we do summer camps here, try to build them their skills so once they get to that high school level, they know what we're trying to do. And then once they get into high school, we're a program that builds year after year. Our freshman B team is doing the same exact thing that a varsity team is doing. So by the time that they get to varsity, they know exactly what we're trying to do. We're always doing skill development too, whether it's in the summer, fall, winter. We're doing skill development so that the guys that want to play college basketball can develop those skills to be able to play college basketball at that level. Goals is always trying to get these guys better, on and off the court, even more focused off the court. At some point, basketball is going to end. They got to be good husbands. They got to be good fathers. They got to be, good people once that basketball, portion of their career is done. So, trying to get them prepared for real life is the most important thing that we're, focused on here.
Time to lace up those skates because outdoor skating in Champlin is now open for 2025. That's right, outdoor rinks and warming houses are now open, weather permitting. Lights for the warming houses will turn on at dusk. But hey, let's rewind for just a second, just to see how Champlin Public Works creates the ice for these rinks. First off, the trucks drive out. Spreading water evenly across the ground, which creates thin layers of ice. After some fine tuning, presto, you have outdoor skating rinks.
Welcome back to Champlin Park High School, a gymnasium here hosting tonight this section 5-4A semifinal matchup. It has been a thriller. It's been exciting. In fact, Mounds View and the Mustangs have a 4-point lead. Some highlights as the Mustangs started out with that 3-pointer. Quick 3-0 lead. Both teams changed possessions. Poost closed up on a layup and a turnover on that. A 3, raining that down, was Walter. He had a couple of 3-pointers in that first half. 3-ball corner pocket, reciprocating. That's converted by Logering. Logering with 15 points in the first half. He's the game-high lead with 15 points. Tied for the lead for Champlin Park is Tilke and also Gavin Walter, both with 8. 3 fouls has restricted the play of Wagner thus far. Inbounding now, first possession. Second half underway. Thanks for joining us on QCTV. Down low to the block. Trying to get some power inside. Left-handed shot is short by the 6'7". Turnover. All right, back in. Logering says, I'll take the 3. He hits the 3. Logering knocks it down. He's got 18 and opens up the lead quickly now to 7, 35-28. The Rebels inbound up top now. 3 seconds to call, just a little too long. Lack of movement, whistled there are the Rebels for a 3-second call, and now the 7-point lead and the ball as Logering brings it up. Mentioned for Logering, the season high, 31 versus Roseville. He has scored 339 points coming into tonight. Averaging 15 a game, he has 18. That's back in his possession. Cody Logering looks inside. No one's moving. They kind of stand still, and that's when they get into trouble. There's no motion and no one cutting. And when he picks up that dribble, that time is clicking. 8 seconds left on the shot clock here for the Mustangs. They're going to inbound it kind of in a tricky spot in that corner, far corner of the edge. No one coming to the ball just yet. Finally, they get it inbound. Acrobatic move that time. Wow! Altered the shot. And Kretrunas picks up his second bucket of the game. Now he has 5. He had 3 at half. 9-point lead for the Mustangs. The Rebels double locked it there at the elbow. Tilke hits the cutter inside, closing up. And a make there on the drive. Nice dime. Jallo picks up a couple. He has 4. Logering, no rush. Bringing it up. Brought in, finally looking to the side. Kicks out to the side, release. They're going to call 5-second count. Good defense. That was an excellent trap. Excellent trap up top. Just as soon as he crossed that midcourt line, it wasn't any foul, good quick hands. Jallo and Poost, I believe, put that trap on. 7-point deficit for the Rebels, and they have the ball. 16 minutes to play. In this exciting section semifinal, have not received an update yet from Park Center in Maple Grove. Baseline falling down. Poost with some juice and closes it up. Poost now with 7. And the Rebels cut that deficit to 5. 37-32. Logering being pressured by Poost up top. Gets it to Sampson. Sampson gets it back to Logering, trying to get a little motion. Good defense by the sophomore. Walter stopping at the elbow. A look for 3 from the side. Short. Good offensive rebound. Giving it back inside and closing it up. A 2-for-1. Edelman goes high off the glass. A great effort on the offensive board by Sampson. Back to a 7-point lead. 39-32. Driving the baseline. Wagner reverses, gets the bucket, and 1. That foul is going to go on Sampson. Good, strong move. He gave him the baseline. Wagner just exploded with some burst speed. Picked it up and with that has 7 points, a chance for 8 on this end 1 opportunity. 15-10 to go. He converts on the end 1. A 4-point lead. 39-35 right now for the Mustangs. They bring it up. Poost pressuring. Logering. Off to the wing. Back to Logering from downtown. Off the glass for 3. Ho ho! That was a heat check shot. He may have just heated it up that much more. Now with 21 after the 3-point bank shot. A block up top. Well done by Wagner. Couldn't foul. Sampson wants to convert, and they call the foul on Tilke on the block. Sampson had an extraordinary shot. I haven't seen Wagner have his jump shot blocked before. It was a pure jump. Face to face, and he made the block, then tried to convert the points. Did Sampson, but they call Tilke for the foul. The first free throw is short by Sampson. 6'2" senior. Everyone out there for Mustangs so far tonight, all seniors. He converts 1 of 2 to Sampson. He now has 6 in the game and back to an 8-point lead for the Mustangs. Tilke takes it inside. Poost stops, pops, gets the roll. A member roll off the lip. Poost now with 9, a beautiful move. Working perimeter on the dribble. Back to Logering. He may get some popcorn and take a shot from the concession stand. This time he'll drive, kick back. A look at 3, high, bounce off of that back of the rim, controlled by Tilke. 13:50 to play. Wagner thought about it. Dishes it inside. Walter gets the spin, Tried to get it to Poost. He finally gets it to him on the deflection. Walter again has two. He's going to try a third. That's the front of the rim, a little flat on that jumper. Controlled by the Mustangs and Logering. Logering, the only player right now for the Mustangs with double figures. But that's a big 21. Off on the side, looking for it, calling for it is Edelman. A high drop, getting the follow up and good. Oh, what a close. Crashing the board. Now with 9 in the game is Edelman. 45-37 lead. Dish inside, there's a block. Clean block. Back again, here comes Mounds View, sets it up, they spread it out. Driving the lane, finger roll this time. They're going to call a charge on Edelman. Edelman picked up his second foul on the baseline drive. This, if you're sitting in the stands, I don't know how you can, because I'm doing play-by-play, and there's no way I could sit during the tempo and the passion of this game going on right now. Semifinal matchup, the Rebels trail right now 45-37 to the Mustangs. Pickpocket taken away there. Backing it up, stopping, putting it up, missing it altogether. Lost his footing as he went up for that layup to the lane. Kick back, they hustle right back again, and this time they call a foul on Walters, and Walters tries to challenge with the official, and it's right in. I'll tell you, the defensive pressure that's coming consistently by Mounds View looks like it's flustered the Rebels a bit. Inbounding now is Kaitola. Logering brings it across. They set the pick, and it goes off the hand that time of Krachunas. Krachunas that time on the turnover. Had his hand and just kind of lost track there. Turnover, back-to-back turnovers for both teams. Krachunas will sit. And now back in is Johnny Gale. Gale is 6'3" senior. Keep in mind, he had 18 points in their last game against Spring Lake Park. Wagner wants to drive. They get a hand in there, disrupt his flow, but the foul is going to be called. And it's going to go to Kaitola. The second foul on Kaitola. The third of this half for the Mustangs. Tilke looks inside the poop, just a bit off the mark. He gets it back. Back out to Walter, cutting backdoor. Good move pass. Good look. Walter has that ability. He averages almost 4 assists a game. That was a splendid feed and a close to Jallo. Jallo with 6. 11:20 remaining. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night high-tempo high school basketball. 3-ball corner. No avail. Lucky that time as Edelman reached over the top of a couple of Rebels players. They may have called a foul. Baseline drive again. Closing it up for 2. Walter back to within 4. 45-41. Walter now the leading scorer. Gavin Walter with 10 for the Rebels. Up top, trying to redirect. 45-41 lead for the Mavericks, and they're going to call travel. They say before he dribbled the ball, he moved both feet. Looked like that may have been the case. Some of the coaches running some players right back in. Now in is Christian Plunkett. He's in for Tilke. 10.5 left here in the section semifinal matchup from Champlin Park High School. The Rebels down by 4. Walter being closely guarded. A strip here on the move. Turnover once again. Now here, let's see what the Mustangs can do offensively. They get caught standing sometimes. Tough when you're that dribbler trying to sustain it. And there's almost a turnover, and there is a timeout. They just get a little frazzled once they pick up that dribble. Logering right now, probably the best. He will, dominate, usually carry and dribble and bring it up all along as that point guard about 90% of the time. But when it does go to a teammate, makes it a challenge sometimes, and that causes almost a turnover on that occasion. 10:09, that's what's left here in the second half. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the Park Center Maple Grove game, which is going on as we speak. Have not gotten a score on that. And then the winner of those two games will meet for the section championship, and that will be on Wednesday, March 12th. And that will be played at the best seed or the highest seed, or in this case, Champlin Park. If they win, they would host it. If Mounds View would win, then they would travel to either Park Center or Maple Grove for that section championship. Joe Rulin along with Dan on the camera. Logan with us as well. Exciting game. Move it inside. Couldn't close. Got close, but couldn't close. Diving after it is Walter. Gavin Walters has been all over the court, including with 10 points. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. On this possession, 9:59 left in the second half. A 4-point lead. Haven't seen a shot recently from Legarian. Knotted up at 35-35. Park Center, Maple Grove. Tony, thanks for that update. And thanks for that end one cash in there that time. For the Rebels, Jallo goes up, stays strong on that base, and brings that deficit to just 2. Jallo now with 8 in the game, a chance for 9 if he can convert this end one. Some quick substitutions coming in and out for Mounds View. And he hits it. Big one. Back to within 1. 32-28 at half in favor of Mounds View. Champlin Park has not had the lead here in the second half. Sampson gets it over to Logering. Logering wants to drive the lane. He's going to stop. Fadeaway shot. Good! 23. He is hot. You got to get him the ball every time down. 9 remaining. Spin move back to the elbow by Walter. Kicks it to Poost. Poost for 3. Good! Ties it up. Poost for 3. He's got 12, and he's got the team high now, does Poost. For Champlin Park, we're tied 47-47. Logering trying to get it back. Teammate there, and Kretrunas on the fadeaway. Takes the shot, falls to the court. They're going to call a foul. It was a late whistle after the shot by Kretrunas. And he'll shoot 2. The foul will go against Jallo. What a thriller. And again, apparently it's a thriller also with Park Center and Maple Grove knotted at 35. Tilke comes in. Taking the bench. Getting the rest will be Jallo. He gets the second, 1 of 2, to reclaim a 1-point lead for Mounds View. Mounds View led by head coach David Leeser in his 13th season as the head coach. Crossboard host to Poos. This is a 3 attempt in. Good! Oh my, Christian Plunkett. His first bucket of the night, his first attempt of a shot of the night. And now elevates the Rebels to a 2-point lead. Baseline drive, stopping, popping, foul is going to be called. That's going to go on Plunkett. Good strong move, as you can see it, along the baseline. 6'3" senior. Krachundis averaging 11 points a game, has 4 thus far. Correction, 6. 1 of 3 from the free throw line. There's Krachundis. The Mustangs find themselves trailing for some rare time here in the second half. They're down by 1 after the made by Krachundis. It's 50-49. Rotating near side now to Walter. Walter's pass deflected. It won't be over and back. Wagner picks it up. Still 15 seconds left. He wants to drive hard to the lane. Now it looks like a football carry, but they're going to call him for the defense of the Mustangs. Krachundis will pick up the foul. Rebels have a 53-49 lead with 7:37 left in the second half. Exciting piece and everything else going. Also, it's Section 7 ball coming up as well. The number 1 seed in Section 7 4A Anoka. They will be playing Andover, hosting Andover tomorrow. That's at 3 o'clock. That'll be a double dip. The first game will be Centennial taking on Blaine. Blaine is the number 2 seed, so 2 versus 3. That game begins at 1 o'clock at the Tornado Shelter in Anoka. Those two will be great matchups as well. Coming into tonight also, the state rankings. And it all seems kind of irrelevant, doesn't it, until now? 4A, Cretin Durham Hall. 1, Hopkins, 2. Tartan is 3, Shakopee. Wayzata, is 4, and Shakopee 5, Champlin Park 6. Followed by Sauk Rapids, Apple Valley, Prior Lake, and East Ridge. This Mustang squad comes into the mark of 20-7, averaging 62 points a game. Is out of the suburban East, and that, of course, represents the schools of Cretin Durham Hall, East Ridge, just to name a couple. We're back in play. Inbounding here. They need to get that ball to Logarin. I don't think he's missed a shot here in the second half. He has 23 for the game. Got it closely by Poost. Puts this shot up. Well defended by Poost. Rebound now brought up in the second half. A jump shot back over to Poost. Poost certainly hot and dribbles it on unforced error that time on the turnover. Wagner, who's averaging 28 points a game thus far, has been yielded to just 8 points with 7 minutes to go here in the second half. Poost and Walters has really added that tempo. Drive here, kicks out this. Sampson will pick up the foul, the 6'2" senior. That is his 3rd foul. That's team foul number 6 for Mounds View, so they're going to send back in Kaitola. The Rebels, meanwhile, have just 3 team fouls here in the second half. 6.5 left, inbounding now. Poost brings it across the midcourt line to the wing. Walters looks for the pass. Tilke almost tangled up. It is tied up. And they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow will go the way of the Rebels. So they will sustain possession. 21 seconds left on the shot clock. Taking a quick seat over there is Johnny Gale, he has not been able to get that shooting going as he did against Spring Lake Park when he produced 18 in the last game. Goes all the way back. And now across midcourt, here comes Wagner. Wagner's going to take this three from downtown and hits. Big time three for Wagner. Much needed. 11 points for Wagner. To the lane, a quick drive, and almost an end one opportunity there for Logarin. And Logarin will go to the free throw line to shoot two with just under 6 to play. 5:56, that's what's remaining here in an exciting back and forth. Not only first half, but here in the second half as well. Logarin with 23 for the Mustangs. He can't quite get that over the lip of the rim on that first attempt. Tilke. So you could kind of pick your poison there. Either take the travel or give up a fast break opportunity on the turnover. Cody Logarin, a 6'1" senior. Brings it up against pressure. The one thing we haven't seen here in the second half has been any of the 2-2-1. And they're going to call a holding call here on Tilke. Time as the big fella Edelman, the 6'7" senior, tried to reach for the ball. They're going to say his grasps were held on. So with Tilke, that is the 4th foul on Tilke. Back into this matchup. That will bring Jallo. Inbounding now Logarin. Logarin says, I'll take midcourt with about 5 minutes left. Wagner gets a look at three. It bounces over the top. I didn't think it hit anything, but nonetheless, they call it that it must have hit something to force it into a dead ball. Here we go, Mounds View. Logarin. It's been a while since we've seen a score here other than from the free throw line. There hasn't been a field goal in some time here for Mounds View. And it hasn't cost them right on cue. Pass inside. A good dime. Taking that to the bank is Sampson. Sampson now with 8. Cuts the deficit to just 5. Walters, strong drive in and one. A good strong left hand to the glass. Walters makes a deposit to the bank. Second half. Walter with 12 in the game has a chance to convert and does the end one. He's now got 13. Gale will step out. Kretrunas is back in. Alex Kretrunas. Logarin brings it up against some pressure by Poost. Poost so active with those hands and the feet. Now he just tries to close in on him. He'll get it back. Does Logarin. Wants to step back and take a look. Now he puts a bounce pass in to Edelman. Edelman tries to back up against Ryan. This is a 3 attempt. Yes! A 3 converting. The first of the game for Dell. Jack Dahl knocks down his first 3. We're back now to within 5. The Rebels, 59-54. Strong move inside. Hard off the glass on the rebound. Straight down that time by Kretrunas. Back again inside. Kretrunas on the fadeaway. Takes the shot, and they're going to call a foul. Well, the good news is if you're going to put somebody at the line, Kretrunas has had some struggles here in the second half. He is 1 of 4, I believe. 3:41 remaining. Mustang, 3:41 remaining. Mustangs have trimmed down their deficit to 4. If he can hit here, it'll be a 3. The senior Kretrunas can't hit it. Good rebound. More pressure here, trying to cut at it. A handoff to Poos. And a timeout is called by Aaron Kleppner, head coach for the Rebels. The Rebels 22-4. They're averaging 83 points a game. Tonight they're far below that average. But so have many other teams that Mounds View has taken on this year. They're holding their opponents to just 55 points a game. And you get a look at the game tomorrow here coming up is Anoka, the number 1 seed, taking on Andover, the number 4 seed. Tomorrow at Anoka High School at 3 o'clock. That's coming your way at 3 o'clock. That's a must-see TV as well. We're getting the tension, and the excitement and the intensity as well has been here since the first tip. Both teams have battled back and forth. It was Mounds View who had an impressive lead, I want to say, of 9 here in the second half, but Champlin Park stays the process. Plays some good D, gets some turnovers. Not having the best night tonight here for the Rebels is Wagner, but a recent 3 by Wagner really lit up the Rebels and extended them to their largest lead. Here we go. It's Poost. 4 horns down is the set here. 4 horns down low for the Rebels as they inbound. 3.5 to play. Tilke gets it back to Poost. Poost, team high 15. At the elbow, kicks back. Poost, 3-ball, corner. Off the rim, unable. Good pickup that time. On the board by Jallo. Strong move inside by Wagner. Sliced and diced his way to the rim and draws the foul, does Wagner. Foul's been whistled on Logering. Logering, the 6'1" senior, averaging 15 a game, has 23 tonight, has just picked up his 3rd foul. Wagner will be shooting 2. Gets that first. The 18 fouls for the Rebels. Excuse me, rather for Mounds View. Mounds View just 2 away from putting the Rebels into a double penalty there. A chance to shoot 2 the rest of the night. He hits both, does Wagner. 6-point lead. There's the story. Here it comes, Mounds View. Logering crosses midcourt. Watched closely by Poost. Logering stops. Looks across, hits a cutter inside and closing it up. Beautiful time and a great cut that time by Kretruis. Kretruis now in double figures with 10. More importantly, it's a 4-point lead for the Rebels. Walters tries to drive, has it pickpocketed there by Sampson. Logering brings it up with 2.5 to play. A good look for 3. Dahl takes the shot. He's knocked down. No call. I think it was his own teammate that backed into him. Baseline and a call here. Wagner's called for the travel. So 2 straight trips down for the Rebels here in 2 turnovers. They still remain with that 4-point lead. 61-57. 2:24 is what's left here. This is the section semifinal. And the winner of this will take on the winner of Park Center and Maple Grove. Last I had heard, it was tied 35-35. Back again now, working it around the clock to the perimeter. Out front. Oh my, a throwaway. Dahl threw it away. Here it comes. A quick to the corner, and my goodness, almost a throwaway by the Rebels. Tilke takes a deep breath. They've got time, plenty of time. 20 seconds left on the short clock. Walters guarded by Dahl. Wanted to go baseline. Dahl was there to prevent it. He backs out again. Wagner in control, and Wagner now with 13 for the Rebels. Tries to drive, does that. Goes to the lane and a backhand spin off the glass. 6-point lead for the Rebels. 15 points. Driving to the lane, unable to convert. The offensive board controlled by Wagner. Even though he's not scoring, he's getting those boards in that defense. And Walters on the pass. There's a foul that's called on Mounds View. That's going to put Walter to the line. He'll get a 1-and-1. And that will be the 9th team foul. Assist to the Mavericks. That foul was whistled on Edelman. Walter right now with 13. Correction, this just in, 14. And now a 7-point lead for the Rebels. Anyone here has not been disappointed. This has been a thriller from the start. Full throttle. This one in and out. Oh my, giving it up underneath, and Wagner with the steal. Sampson was fouled there, and Wagner picks up his 4th foul. 7-point lead, 64-57. After the last missed free throw attempt by Walters, Edelman got that rebound, was kind of out of balance, so he just kind of tossed it in the neighborhood of his teammate, Sampson. Wagner was there, pounced on it, missed the bunny, but then he was whistled for that foul. Sampson converts on the first of 2 and back to a 6-point deficit. Again, that foul whistled on Wagner. His 4th. If the Rebels can maintain this lead, that will be a moot point. 1:13 left in the section semifinal from Champlin Park High School. Hitting both Sampson. Sampson now in the game. Matches his jersey with double digits with 10. Timeout taken here. 1 minute, 13 seconds left. And we have seen some lead changes, or when a team has a lead, they sustain it for a dive. Right now, the Rebels have held that lead for at least 6 or 7 minutes. And we have 1:13 left. Champlin Park Rebels, the number 1 seed, currently also the highest seed team in this section. It goes to state rankings, of which they are currently number 6 in Class 4A. Earlier this year, it was the Rebels who put together, it's a 53-49 lead. Thank you, Tony. That just in. Appreciate 53-49 lead. 49 a lead for Maple Grove. If I didn't get that right, let me know, Tony. But a 53-49 lead for Maple Grove late in that game. Maple Grove split with Champlin Park earlier this year. They had some injured players as well. Finally back, almost. Toss back. Tilke was not looking for that pass, but a good thing that Poost was. Trying to trap. Putting some pressure, Logarian. Here, Poost wants to take it all the way. They tap him on the back, and that's going to get the Rebels into the bonus. 10 team fouls. That's the 4th on Logarian. And shooting 2 will be Poost with 1:01 to play. And he hits that first of 2. 6-point lead. Poost for the game has a team high 17 now with that made free throw, and that is a 7-point lead for the Rebels. Driving to the lane, looking, finding, kicking it back out to Sampson. Give and go, a weave on the far side, a drive here, kick back. Sampson says, I'll take this 3, and it's in and out, rimmed out, halfway down. It came out. 43 seconds left, the rebound controlled by the Rebels, and coming after Dahl, who will follow Walters, and Walters will go to shoot 2 at the line. 39 seconds left. Walters could knock down 1 of 2 of these. He creates kind of a 3-possession game here for Mounds View. Again, the Mavericks came in with a mark of 20-7 on the season. Keep in mind, they play some tough teams. Eastridge, Cretin, Durham Hall, just to name a couple. That's in that suburban East. Walters converts on the first of two. Walters now with 15. More importantly, an 8-point lead. Check that. Nope, we'll stay at 8. 35 seconds left. Logarian's going to drive this to the lane. High off the glass. You're kidding me. Drops that. Brings a little moisture down with that ball. A little precip off the glass and gets the end one. 25 on the night for Logarian. Back to within 5. Excuse me, 6. 5 if he makes this free throw. Logarian at half had 15. And he gets that second to fall. 67-62. Favor of the Rebels, the number 1 seed. 33 seconds, that's what's left. They've got to try to go for the steal coming in right away. Any foul will give the Rebels a 2-point shot. Almost a steal. Holding on, and the foul there is called on Mounds View, and that'll go to number 31, Johnny Gale. And as a result, that will put Walters back to the free throw line. Walters with 15 points. Team high tonight thus far has been Poost. Kyler Poost has 17, 16 now for Walters as he extends the lead to 6 at 68-62 for the Rebels. The number 4 seed, the Mustangs. Got to make some progress and some big shots. 7-point lead. Logarian stops, pops, rolls it up, in and out, no good. He picks up the offensive rebound, tries to scoop underneath, cannot follow up tap. That hits. 18 seconds left, timeout for Mounds View. 69-64. Back to a 5-point deficit again for the Mustangs. And what a Friday Night Lights it has been. Wow. The winner will go on to take on the winner of Maple Grove in Park Center. Last I heard, Maple Grove was up by about a handful late in that game. The matchup will be hosted, if the Rebels win, here at Champlin Park. And that will be on the 12th, which will be Wednesday. (52-51). I'm hearing voices. 52-51, and that is a 1-point lead for Maple Grove. Moments left. Oh, it's 62-51. Thank you, Tony, for clarifying. 62-51 is the lead for Maple Grove. Just moments left in that game. The last time these two met, if it ends up to be Maple Grove, it was a win for Champlin Park. And the inbound trying to tie up, and they call the foul. Or did they call the foul? They did. Fouls whistled on Ben Arnold. Poost will go to the line. He has 17 on the night. He'll get 2, and he'll hit. Still a 2-possession game here with a 6-point lead for Champlin Park. Can't hit the second. Mounds View brings it down, drops it here. Dahl with the 3. Dahl will miss the 3. Poost gets the rebound. That should just about do it. Poost will get the free throws. He got the rebound, and he has 18 points. team high or a season high for Poos this season was 19, ironically enough, against Maple Grove. And their win against Maple Grove back on February 14th. I believe I had a chance to call that game. Poos now matches his season high with 19 and the 7-point lead in play. And now you're seeing Mounds View and the head coach, David Leeser, emptying his bench. Leeser in his 13th year. A great job, great effort by the Mustangs. You got to call it out. They played some excellent D's, some timely shots. LaGoring, I believe, ended the night with 26 points. 20 now for Poost. Down to the final seconds. A shot unable to convert. And that is the win. 72-64, the Rebels, the #1 seed in the section, will host the championship. Unless there's a whistle here by the officials I didn't see. There may be a second left or a half a second left. Half a second left to play. They got the bucket there, so it's 72-66. Inbound, and the Rebels are advancing to the section finals. Take home a 72-66 win over a stubborn and athletic and a senior base team, the Mounds View Mustangs, tonight by a score 72-66. Impressive night, and what an impressive game by both of these teams. I don't have a final, but I will say that it appears that at this point it looks like that the Rebels will take on Maple Grove, and those two teams split on the season. So right now, just hypothetically, it appears it'll be Champlin Park taking on Maple Grove in the section finals on the 12th, right here, Champlin Park High School at 7 p.m., and that'll be on Wednesday night. Congratulations to the Rebels on their win tonight, and also congratulations to the Mustangs on their successful season. They fall to 20-8 on the season. That's impressive, although as the #4 seed, almost, and for a while had the Rebels on the line. Hey, I'm Joe Rulin, along with QCTV, and thanks for the camera work by Logan and Dan and Tony. An excellent job back in the studio. Championship matchup coming up next on March 12th. It'll be the Rebels taking on, at this point it appears, Maple Grove, but a win tonight. That final 72-66 as the Rebels take the win over the Mustangs. I'm Joe Rulin. Thanks for joining us, and have yourself a Major League evening at a minor league price.